I called Travis, broke the bad news. He started trying to game plan and figure out what our options were. And then it just dawned on him. We were gonna borrow his mom's car.
So this is where Ruby came into play. I'm back. So the rig, back in 2015, I actually moved out to Montana to guide for a few seasons, and I didn't have a car that was capable of surviving a winter out there, much less even making the journey across the country. Now it's 2023, yeah, 2023. She's come out of retirement to help us on our trip here. Retrouterment, my bad, you're so right, retrouterment. Speaking of retrouterment though, it's a cool story. So when I came home from Montana, my mom liked this car so much that she actually kept it. So it's been in the family since 2015. I haven't driven it since I came home from Montana until this trip. So it's kind of been like almost a homecoming as far as, you know, like hopping in the car, driving down dirt roads. There's no snow anywhere. There's no massive drift boat rivers, anything like that. But we are on back roads, we're on dirt roads here, and she's held her own. I mean, she's doing a great job. She's got a little bit of a squeak, you know, but that's just age. Yeah, a little squeal. Got a little squeal, but that's just, you know, that comes with age. There's nothing wrong with her. She already made it through the river today twice, which is pretty impressive. She does just as well off-road as she does on the road. I think she does better off the road personally. She wobbles a little bit on pavement, so you can't tell if you're on gravel. Come look at Ruby. This is Ruby, check her out. So this is where I slept for 3 weeks in Montana before I could move into my place. It doesn't look comfy, but it would surprise you. You throw a sleeping bag down in here, lay the seats down, it's really not that bad. It got a little bit cold, but you know, with some blankets, it's just fine. Plenty of space for all your gear. And we got cameras, we got Crocs. Shout out Luke Combs, there you go. Boxes, everything, waders, tripods, Yeti bags, reel cases, you name it, we've got it all. Most important part, right here. Oh God, that didn't work like I wanted it to, but here, look, first aid kit. You never know when you might need that, especially when you're out west, well, anywhere for that matter. You never know where you might, you know, stub your toe, something like that, get a splinter. Let me get this thing fixed here. We'll move around to the side over here. I'll show you the living room. So this is the living room slash back seat. You can see there's plenty of room for all of our gear slash junk. I would like to jump in real quick. I want to show you guys this. So random headrest, not sure if it's even mine, but it's in here. So yeah, plenty of room there. Got the drone and some extra rods and yeah, everything you could possibly need in there. One of the most important parts of the vehicle, or excuse me, the rig, is this right here. Our friends at Trout Routes hooked us up, so we knew where we were going. Super, super cool tool to have when you're out on dirt roads. So in the Trout Routes app, you can see the two different colors. You have white and you have green. Green is gonna be all public land, so you know if you're inside the green, green means go. That's great. If you're in the white, that's no bueno. You're gonna be on private land. You're gonna have to back out of there and go back into the green. You can see we've got the waypoints on here. We know we hit these two spots. We were successful in finding fish there. Fortunately, we didn't land them, but we did find fish. So definitely recommend downloading the Trout Routes app. It's well worth it. Definitely a huge help when you're out on some dirt roads. Even if you don't have service, you can download these maps. They're preloaded in there. So anytime, whether you have reception or not, you're gonna know where you are and know if you're at your waypoint that you had dropped before. She has been all the way from coast to coast. So from the Atlantic coast to the Pacific coast, not necessarily in one trip. So she drove, or I drove Ruby from Atlanta, Georgia to Dillon, Montana. Took 3 days. From Dillon, Montana to Seattle, Washington. She was just banging like a champ, no problems. So shout out to Ruby for that.
Why is the name Ruby?
Well, one of the rivers I was a guide on was the Ruby River in Montana, and it was a really, really cool river. So I think over the past 48 hours, I've been fired from my day job. I was supposed to work remote today, and it turns out that we're so far up into the mountains that there's no reception, so I have no idea what's going on in the world. Haven't talked to my wife, haven't talked to my boss. The world could be on fire for all I know, and I wouldn't know. So please, please, please watch this video as much as you can, because I may not have a job anymore, and you know, I'm gonna need income. Shit, that's bad. I shouldn't say that. My brain's not working, man. I got a headache. I'm struggling. yeah, plug for my channel, Aura Studios. Give us a follow, subscribe. Wait, don't give us a follow. How about just subscribe and like everything I post? That would be great. Hopefully Eric's gonna put the link in the description below. I don't know, it's up to him, but he said he would. So yeah,